It's a nice time in the city to rent a ghost. Rent a ghost. Sorry, I'm just thinking of the colorized Patrick Troughton release for Doctor Who fans of the War Games. Mr. Mika is back. Mr. Rent a Ghost. He's back. Anyway, what have we here? This is what we're coming to talk about to you today. In the flesh, or in the metal, should we say? Heavy metal? No, it's just pure pop. It's the Daleks Ultimate Guide with Davros on the cover, flanked by two Daleks. Dave, of course, being Davros. He's now just a fella. But you all know that, don't you? Anyway, let's read what it says on the back of this tome. Since making their television debut in 1963, the Doctor's most tenacious adversaries have broadened their conquest to film, stage, and a wide variety of other media. The Daleks' unique notoriety has transformed them into cultural icons, with a profile rivaling that of Doctor Who itself. This lavishly illustrated 224-page bookazine explores the Daleks' behind-the-scenes history and their fictional universe in unprecedented detail. Fictional? I thought it was all real. Anyway, as you can see, Dalek hemispheres, blue on the front for the old-style Daleks, and black and white on the back. Interesting, isn't it? Some nice scenes in these hemispheres too, but somebody's got some good artistic flair there. Now that, dear friends, I'm sure is from a Dalek annual. Can you see it? The contents page. That's from one of these 70s Dalek annuals, I'm sure. Yeah, probably the 78 or something or 7. I think I've got that annual upstairs actually. Introduction with the three Daleks, the Supreme, also known as Dua Lipa. She wears that coat which looks like that. Anyway. So it starts off with the 1960s with Ray Cusack, of course, who designed the things. We never got the credit he deserved, really, did he? Really, he should have got a good credit. Apart from Terry Nation, who hogged all the merchandise money, he didn't. But you know, it was people were savvy at the time, weren't they, with merchandise? Anyway, look, the 1960s Skyro Daleks from the Dead Planet, the Mutants. Starts off there. The Chase, look at these. It's like nice, they're nice drawings, they're not like old photographs, they're really nice. The Chase. Remember the mechanoids there? They were comedy gold, weren't they? And of course the inevitable House of Horror that was in there too, with Dracula and Frankenstein. It's got some nice drawings of the mechanoids here, which may have been the preliminary sketches they did in the 1960s for special effects. The Power of the Daleks. Now these are some nice photos, look. Actually, together, these are my favourite stories, which they are. Power and Evil of the Daleks. There we go again. Beautiful, beautiful. Some colour, some black and chrome. In the Evil of the Daleks, with our black top Emperor Guards, as I'm sure you're aware. Whitefield and I. You got the name dog, didn't we, Marius Goring? Waterfield was called Whitefield and I. Remember that? Neither Whitefield nor I. Anyway, Day of the Daleks, here we are. Day of the three Daleks that invaded Earth. With those amazing voices. Don't you agree? I think, was it Royce Mills? Anyway, they did their best at the time, didn't they? Again, we have Peter Hawkins mentioned there. It looks nothing like Nicholas Briggs, I'm sure you know that. But he actually does the voices. He does it very well. Despite what people say, Nicholas Briggs is a very good impression of the Daleks. In fact, I commented on that on one of his first audiobooks, Big Finish. There's the Dalek Supreme, jam jar ears and all. Yes, he was wonderful. I really like that story, actually. One of my favourite stories is Planet of the Daleks. It is one of my favourite stories, up there with Power and Evil. In my opinion, I know people say it was a rehash of a Terry Nation plotline, but I've got these countdown issues to myself. I have them upstairs. I love them. And we have Death to the Daleks. As you'll appreciate, all the Dalek stories are in here. Let's move on a bit. There's the Necros Daleks from Revelation. Again, that was a mixture of classic and some cream Daleks. Then we have Remembrance from season 25. As I'm sure you're aware, The comedy gold Dalek Supreme did a wobbly at the end. And the Imperial Daleks are very well done. Of course, the special effects are brilliant. The landing spaceship in the schoolyard. Real, not CGI. Again, we have this. Designers, I think Mike Tucker, is it? Looks like Mike, yeah, Mike Tucker on there. Looks like, yeah. Again, the modern Daleks with the Dalek from Rose's adventure with it, and Christopher Eccleston's adventure. Now again, we have, you know, the Stolen Earth, for example. Dalek stories. Let's move on because the Paradigm Teletubby Daleks. Now, the thing about those Teletubby Daleks, right? Get there. Which are also used in Asylum of the Daleks. There's some guy at the moment, I've watched his YouTube video yesterday, he's actually renovating one of the red ones. And I should suggest you watch that on YouTube. Look, just put in renovating a is it a Paradigm Dalek? Paradigm? Yeah. Yeah. Again, Asylum of the Daleks, which advertised all classic Daleks, but they never did appear. Well, they were in the background, but you didn't see them very well, apart from The Witch's Familiar. When Rusty, of course, is in this too. They have The Magician's Apprentice and The Witch's Familiar, which did, oh, look at these. That's a nice composite shot of all these Daleks. Modern to now, of course, the Junkyard Chic Dalek from Resolution. Yes. The Dalek Factor. We have Revolution of the Daleks. There's modern adaptations, those hybrid creatures. And of course the animation, which was really well done, wasn't it? Like I said, you should watch the Infiltration of the Daleks. That's one of the best Dalek YouTube fan videos I've ever seen. Rivals, if not betters, the Daleks on TV. Anyway, that's that, Doctor Who fans. Just a minute. Have we got anything else? We've got a Dalekography at the back. And $19.99 is the price from W.H. Smith and all good retailers. I didn't go there, I went to Hey Google, turn off TARDIS console. Oh, shut it up. So just to say, actually you can't talk over music because it's copyright, you've got to be careful. So yes, Doctor Who fans, $19.99 from all good retailers. Get that, enjoy it, and I'll see you on another video. But take care of yourselves, Doctor Who fans. Yes, and don't forget the War Games Rent a Ghost.